Hey everyone, this is Richard with BWE Firearms. It is Saturday and this is day 3 of the 3-day challenge that DLD After Dark gave me to do 10 videos in 10 days. JSO Jeep posted that he wanted me to talk about Vector arms. And I've got a tie-in to Vector. Back when all the shit went down with the owner of Vector Arms, I think it was Ralph. Can't remember quite whether it was Ralph or his brother. When he hooked up with that dipshit in South Florida, that punk kid who sold Chinese ammo to the military and to be sent over to Iraq, Afghanistan, one of them fucking countries. And the contract specifically said no Chinese ammo. And between the two of them, in emails and text messages, they discussed how to repack the Chinese ammo so it didn't look like Chinese ammo. That's how they ended up losing Vector Arms. Ralph went to prison. I think it was Ralph. Went to prison for whatever the hell it was they got him on. The other kid in South Florida got convicted, and he was out and about. I don't know why the fuck he was out, but he was waiting on sentencing. Well, the piece of shit called me and said he needed 100 AR-15s a month for the foreseeable future. And this was at the time where you couldn't give away a frickin' AR-15. I don't remember if it was sometime in the 2000s. The market had crashed. You couldn't give them away. And it's like, that's kind of odd. Why the hell would anybody want 100 ARs a month? So I did some digging and found out this was the idiot who was communicating with Ralph at Vector Arms about, and got busted for faking the ammo. So I called ATF. You guys want to bust this piece of shit? And they were all hot and bothered. Oh, yeah. Oh, God, we want to bust him. I said, fine. Said, send an agent over. I'll talk to him. They sent an agent over. The agent got on the phone. He said, I'm going to call our super duper secret, super undercover spy from Tampa that works in the ATF, and he's done sting operations with all the, biker gangs and all this. Guy's a fucking faggot. I said, fine, whatever. They asked me what had happened, and I told them this fucking guy called me and wanted 100 ARs a month. And you can't give an AR away. Why the hell would anybody want 100 ARs a month bill? So I looked him up, and sure enough, it's this guy. He's already been prosecuted. He's waiting, waiting to be sentenced. I said, he's a fucking felon. He needs to be executed. And they said, well, would you set up a sting? I said, yeah, I'll fucking call him. And I said, here's what we do. We call him up. You two boys come on over. I'll tell him I got somebody who can set him up with ARs, M16s, whatever. I said, I'll put an M16 in his hand and have him go outside in the sunshine and get a good look at it. And one of us puts a fucking bullet in his head. And oh my God, they freaked out. Their super secret undercover agent, oh my God, you can't do that. Oh, why would you even say that? It's like, the guy's a piece of shit. He's a convicted felon. He should be dead. period. I said, it's simple. We simply say, he grabbed an M16, started to walk out with it. Your Honor, I'm just a lowly gunsmith and manufacturer. I can't let just anybody walk out with a fully automatic weapon. I can't let that out on the street. So I put a fucking bullet in his head. And those pussies just, oh my God, you can't do that. Like a couple of little fucking girls. Jesus Christ. You know, if you're going to be in charge of an agency or you're going to run an agency, run the fucking agency. Do what you got to do. Take the goddamn criminals off the street. Jesus Christ. So they ended up, they had me call them and say, oh, I know a guy who can set you up. And they set up a meeting. And they ended up putting a freaking Glock pistol in his hand and busted him for a felon having a handgun. It's like, you fucking idiots. You could have simply taken care of the whole problem. Wouldn't have cost the taxpayers a dime. I wouldn't even have charged them for the fucking bullet. You know. And then the bastards, part of my deal with them was, my wife wanted an ATF jacket. I don't know. I don't care. She wanted an ATF jacket. She had worked with them when she was in Inner Arms. And she wanted a jacket. Fine. I want a fucking jacket. That's the deal. You give me a fucking jacket, this is done. Those fucking pricks never gave me the goddamn jacket. So they owe me a fucking jacket. You know, if they ever get anything else like this, they're going to pay out the fucking nose. I'm going to bend them over and fuck them right dead square in the ass. You know, that's, I guess that's my big connection to Vector. About a year later or so, Vector contacted me trying to sell what they had left, trying to sell me the business. They didn't have anything that was, well, it's not that the stuff wasn't worth it. They wanted too much money for it. They, you know, like most businesses when they sell it, oh, our business is worth $10 million. Yeah, and you got $100,000 worth of assets, so it's worth $100,000. But they had, you know, oh, I don't know, 7,000 or 8,000 semi-auto receivers. They had some full auto receivers, not many. They had a bunch of parts, but not all the parts to even build one Uzi. They were missing a bunch of the major parts for it. And it's like, well, why the hell would I buy this when I can't, okay, I can sell the parts off, but it's going to take me forever to sell parts, onesies and twosies. I can't make any freaking guns. So I passed on the deal. But that was, you know, that's my connection with Vector. You know, it just, you know, that whole incident showed me, you know, what a waste ATF is. You know, again, you know, they couldn't figure their way out of a wet paper bag. You know, they won't do their job, you know. They won't do what needs to be done. But, you know, I'm kind of cutting this short, but kind of not feeling well from chemo. I'm tired. I've got nausea. So you guys have a nice day, and we'll see you tomorrow.